Welcome back to another episode of Who Am I to Judge podcast. I'm Alexis.
And I am Samantha. Welcome back to the show.
Sorry. Hear it.
Sorry.
It's okay. What's up with you?
Oh, nothing. Just recovering after Danielle's birthday weekend, which was very fun. But the sun was coming up on Saturday morning. Which I do love going out on Friday night and then
Friday's fun.
having the rest of the weekend to chill. But still was like a lot. So I feel like I'm still recovering from that. And yeah, how are you? I know you went to the office today.
I'm a little sleepy today, but it's okay. Like waking up early will do that to you. But it's okay. Like, the day got done. Oh my God, yeah, I wanted to tell you this. So you know how like living in New York, people just like double park anywhere and everywhere, and it's the most annoying thing ever because it's just like it sucks just having to like navigate it. You feel like you're in Mario Kart because you're just like move here, go out here, swerve here. But so every other day you have to like move it unless it's like Friday through Sunday.
Right.
And you have to like switch your car to the next side. And so basically
isn't your car in
It is. My car's in a garage, so thankfully I didn't have to worry about this. But so yesterday there was like all this commotion starting at 9 a.m. being like, whose car is double parked? Like on the, like right like at the like basically at the damn light. Right. And all these people are going back and forth like, who is this? This is the most inconsiderate thing. And, like
everybody's business.
Right, exactly. So eventually cars can't go through. There's people by 5 o'clock, people are ready to fucking destroy this car. Like people are out on the street, like directing traffic to like reverse all the way to back around back down the block. Yeah. People are like in the group chat, like, who is this person? Move your car. The police are on their way. Julia's out on the street, like looking like, what the fuck? Like I'm FaceTiming Courtney showing her because it's like all the beeping horns, like it's insane. Yeah. So eventually this person's like, oh my gosh, that's my car. Like I'm out of the country. My roommate's supposed to be moving my car. And so then the roommate's like, hi, yes, I'll be able to move it in 30 minutes. And people are like, get your fucking car now, like 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
So then people are like, unacceptable, like screenshotting their like security cameras. I mean, like your car has been here since 9 a.m. All these things. Yeah. Like, and so then she's like, okay, actually I'll come out now. So it's like she's literally in her fucking apartment. Okay. So like I was thinking she was in like she lived in Brooklyn, she double parked her car, she's in Manhattan, and she needs to take the subway. She's literally in her apartment, like working remotely. She comes down, the entire block is screaming at her. Like Mr. Ted, he lives across the street. He's like an 80-year-old man. He's like, don't you ever do this. Like everyone's like screaming. She's trying to like avoid all contact, get in her car, drive it. So that happens like 5. So I ended up going out to dinner with my friend Maria. Like we had an 8:30 reservation, so like it was late. So I get home later and I like go to sleep, and then I wake up at like 1 a.m. and I see in the group chat they're still talking about this lady in the group chat. God. And I was like, this is so funny. Let me read to you what the person said at 1 a.m. Like I was like, this is so fucking funny. Somebody was like, they said, this is not the first time. She does it often. How do you park a car for over 8 hours? If someone had an emergency and needed transportation, ambulance and fire truck could not get through. Ridiculous. And at 1 a.m. I liked it. And then all these other people liked it. And I was just like, what is wrong with this woman? Like, I'm sorry.
They would have called that tow truck like...
I told Courtney, they're like necessities in my neighborhood. The way my mother like will call the police for nothing for cars, like if a car is in our block for too long,
from 9 to 5,
and people having to swerve around it to eventually to the point where trucks couldn't get through, and everyone's reversing down the block to get off the car. I mean,
that's crazy. That's like you are living in another planet.
But also it's just like the lack of consideration for other people.
I don't understand that at all.
I would be so embarrassed to have stopped the neighborhood like that. And then also you don't give a shit about your car, because I would never double park my car. I'm sorry.
And then for them to say 30 minutes. Right. You double parked your car. Like you parked your car. It wasn't like double parking gives like a like
I'm running in and running out.
It's like you're gonna be right back. You parked your car illegally. like next to their car. Like
I literally was like cracking up because
I'm
I was
like,
just like,
they're like they didn't get a brick through their window. Like for
exactly. There's
real.
like a Seinfeld episode. I was telling Courtney this. I was like, there's literally a Seinfeld episode where he parks in like a handicap spot and he does it for like a couple hours just to like go to the mall and come back out.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time he gets to his car, they've thrown rocks at it, bricks at it. I mean, like, this is New York. Like, you know,
I
and I
mean,
was just like
Alexis, I'm like,
cracking
I
up.
know if that happened on my street in Bryant Street all day, somebody would have busted that shit up for
It was
sure.
crazy. I was laughing, but people are crazy. But
The
we have,
audacity.
yes, literally. But we have a lot to talk about, y'all, today. So let's get to
Yeah.
it. So I guess I'll ask you, who's on trial?
So a couple of things we wanted to start with. Well, I wanted to start with Lizzo because we didn't get to her last week, and there's been more. She's been putting out more stuff in promotion of her upcoming album. And to be honest, she is really pissing me off. Like for those that don't know, she put out I guess a cover of UCB's Sexy Lady, which is, basically the DC anthem. Like it is the
It's a
DC
classic
go-go
song.
song.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like they play it at every concert. Like, when I went to the Brandy and Monica concert, like every time you're at
It's a
it,
classic. Yeah.
they're gonna play it. And so lo and behold, I just see Lizzo on TikTok just like twerking it down and saying it's like Sexy Lady in her voice, like no band in the background. Like her comment was like DC something, but it was just like, girl, you don't even go here. And it really pissed me off. Like it really like did not sit right with me. And like, we know how it is when like people pay homage or they like even like people brought up like Jill Scott when she kind of did the go-go thing. What song was that? Jill Scott song. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun, dun, dun, with the go-go song. Anyway. See, stop making me laugh. So yes, like Jill Scott like did a little, they paid homage to the go-go tradition, but I just feel the desperation with Lizzo and it's just not landing well with me. Like I didn't really I don't like the album cover. I was annoyed when she was talking about like the algorithms and like people aren't seeing everybody's music because the algorithms are not in order anymore, which is like fine, but that's been that way for years. Like that's been how it has been for years. And again, it just gives me this like same, I know Lizzo isn't a Gen Z, but it's just like this entitlement of just like, then make something, then do something else. Like, why are you, I don't know. I just didn't like it. I'm like, the girls used to be at the mall. Like the girls would pull up to wherever they needed to be to get in front of people. And I just think it's kind of like lame to blame it on the algorithm when it's just like, girl, maybe your shit's just not hitting the way it used to. And I would argue say like it's not like we're not listening to the music. Like most of the time it's just like turn it, it's like I'm not feeling this like new whatever. And then my last point was just like I'm sorry. I just am like over it a little bit. Oh yeah, that was my last point. I think she also underestimates like how much that lawsuit affected her reputation. And it's like it's an ongoing lawsuit. I've heard like it's not over. Like they threw out something in respect to it, but like the allegations of like the the sexual harassment kind of things are still in play. And so yeah, I think that has definitely affected her reputation, and I think that it's crazy to blame it on the algorithm and also to assume that people are gonna embrace you from DC when you're not from DC, and yeah, just not doing it justice. I'm sorry. I wasn't like, "Oh, yay, Lizzo is, is bringing this song to the masses." It's just like, no, people are gonna maybe hear this song and not know where it's originally from, and I don't like that. So, what are your thoughts on Lizzo at this point
Excuse
or
me. I mean,
with
no,
her new
I
album coming?
mhm. I mean, I'm not inspired by anything she's doing. Like, I mean, I know she has the album Bitch coming out with the lead single called Bitch, where she's also sampling like I'm a bitch, I'm a lover, I'm a child. So it's interesting that a lot of her music, it sounds like she's coming out with this album are like sampling or covers.
Mm.
I'm just uninspired. I mean, this is the thing. There was a time when she was doing something very unique and different.
Mhm.
And it was inspiring and it
Yeah.
got her eventually to mainstream success and Grammys. I loved Because I Love You, that album I loved. I think after that, she maybe had, she like people loved the album where To Be Loved was on, and she did have the HBO concert special, but since then it's been a fall off. I agree though. I think that like this is a bigger conversation though, I think with like I don't know if you saw, but it was like Post Malone, Meghan Trainor, Pussycat Dolls. All of them have had to like cancel tours that
Yeah,
they
we
had.
talked about that
And
a
I
little
think this
bit.
kind of goes with Lizzo in the sense that like she, they're all underestimating the quality of their music, and like, what people in their branding. Like, it's just like, I think with Lizzo, I think after having that lawsuit, she quite never her brand didn't recover and it didn't pivot. Like I feel like it just was like, okay, well,
Right.
like we're still Lizzo, we're still, and I feel like I can hear that just, I feel like
It's okay.
it's
It
a
won't
better
come over the thing, I don't think,
oh,
like
okay.
usually.
I just think that she could do I don't know, I think she needed to do a branding shift because also she's older now. She's been in a relationship for years now. She's had a Grammy. Like there should be like an evolving of
Right.
her music. I don't To me, this is just someone grasping at anything to get it because her last album, like she had that rock song as the lead
Oh, yeah.
single, and that flopped. So I think she's scared. So I think this is like a thing of like, well, people like this song and people I can cover the songs that are popular. And I think she's possibly thinking that too off of because with Cardi B's album, she did the What's Going On and people love that song, right? So
Mhm.
she's sampling that. So
Right.
she might have thought like this will work. A long story short, I'm not
But that's
inspired.
crazy to, like, be like, "Oh, this one cover worked, so let me just lean into covers,
People
like,
do that shit.
heavy."
But what I was gonna say was, I think that like long story short, she's uninspiring right now. Her music is uninspiring. She needs to shift. I'm also, I don't know, like the minute I saw she was twerking, I was like, next. I like swiped away. I'm just over it. Like to me, that's uninspiring. Like it's just like twerking was fun when it came out. Now I just feel like people do it to get people like hype, and I feel like sometimes it's just like it's unoriginal. And so
Yeah.
I'm over it with her. Like I think
And I
she
think sometimes we get to see people's, like, true kind of nature. It's just like, Lizzo's kinda corny, like, it's just like, this girl's kinda
yeah,
I
and
feel
I
like
think that's
people in
fine. Like
feel like
I
people in that industry can be, like somebody said, like, you have to be a certain amount like, you have to be a certain type of person to really want fame, to go after it, and actually become famous, like, like, you really are you want the accolades, you want the whatever, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's just like, I don't know, I think
I just think she has to evolve. I think a lot of people right now are struggling with evolving. I think all the people I just listed whose like tours were canceled are struggling with like feeling stuck. And I think Lizzo's there. She has to take time to figure out what her sound looks like that's still Lizzo esque, but it's not just like a regurgitation of what we got in 2015, 2016. And I think that's her fucking problem. I also think she needs to address the allegations. Like, I know she did the sit down interview with Gail, but I just feel like to me, like, having a sit down interview, you pre-approve the questions, you can softball that you can deflect. I just feel like
and it's just
there
it's
just
not
should
over
have
yet.
yeah, and it's not over, and
I
I
feel
just
like
feel
she
like
tried to make it seem like it's like, like it's
like a smear
done.
campaign and the truth will come out. And it's like, I don't know. I just feel like there's always truth to being mean. Like, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like usually because that's a very normal thing. People are being mean is like as natural as being nice and generous and selfish and all those things. Like, and so it's just like everyone is mean at some point in their day, life, week, whatever. I find it really weird when celebrities like fight against the campaign of like, you were rude to me. Cause I'm like, everyone's capable of it. Why not just be like, yeah, I probably was. I'm sorry, I was unprofessional. I just feel like she would literally like we probably wouldn't care if she was just like, I'm sorry, I'm human. You're right, I was. Rather than
Yeah, but that's not the whole thing, right?
then it's like, she was she made people feel like weird about their bodies, and then she went to the
Oh,
strip
yeah,
club
that's
with
what they
them.
dismissed, I think, was, like,
Mhm,
the fat shaming
and then they went to
of
the
it.
strip club allegedly, and
Where
I
she,
mean
like,
that,
made
and
them touch people or, like, get
or
lap
give
dances or
money,
something.
and I guess, and that's inappropriate. Why not just say it? Like, it's just like either way, even if she doesn't feel like she made these people do it, at the end of the day, your boss is inviting you to something. So you kind of,
Right,
there's always that level of maybe I have to go. And then it's a fucking strip club. Like, just say I learned from it. These people I got too close to thinking, we were saying age, thinking we were kicking it rap, and
right,
I forgot that I was employing them. It was fucked up and I moved on. Like, I don't know. I just like
right,
sometimes people like would gain so much favor by just owning that they did the thing
right.
rather than, and maybe owning it
Especially
comes
if
with
it's
money, and maybe that's why she doesn't want to pay the money or something.
but
But
just I would just yeah, I don't know, it's just, like, it's weird. I don't know, I just feel like Lizzo's weird. Like, in a way that's not, like, in a way that's not, like, oh, like, quirky weird, like, it's like, she might be just a little weird, like,
she is.
that I don't like, I wouldn't surround myself with, and I don't know, I just feel like you said, it's not a good judge of, like you said, just owning it or, because I think you're right, like, she was young enough in her career as a person
Mhm.
to be like, yeah, like, if this was new, like, she's, like, a
Mhm,
new
yeah.
boss, like, I thought it'd
The
be okay
dancers
to
were
go
my age.
outside and,
Yeah. I thought we would all have fun.
right. It's just,
Yes.
like, pay the money, settle, and move
And that's
on.
not unique. Like, I feel like Ashley, Beyonce's, former captain, has talked about, like, yeah, me, before she was, like, married, like, me and her would, like, have fun together. I mean, she didn't go into detail of what that looks like, but she made it seem like they had a relationship outside
Yeah.
of dancing. Like, I think it's very common that people get close to the people they work with. I just think that so you sometimes maybe the boundaries blend. Maybe you're drinking with them, and most of the time you shouldn't be drinking with your fucking boss. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Like,
right,
even
right.
things like that. And so it's just like, but regardless, I
It's
mean,
like,
even
you
just
are the
I was
talent.
scrolling down my TikTok, I mean Twitter, and the first thing I see is Lizzo, like, and her being like, my label didn't give me a billboard, so I'm putting up a billboard for my new single. It's like, I get it. She's trying to. It's just uninspiring music. It really has nothing to do with the algorithm, your label. The music is uninspiring.
Mhm. Yes,
Hmm.
right. That's what it's that's what it's
You know?
that's why it's just like, "Girl, it's not the label."
Yeah,
Or,
it's
like, even if
uninspiring.
it is the label, the music isn't that great, and
It's
it's just
awful.
like it's just like, "Please just let us."
And you've made good music before. Just figure it out. Like,
Right, you gotta just and I know, like, people I've been aware of just, like, celebrities, people that we think have a lot of money, like, do not have a lot of money, you know what I mean? Like, it is hard for a lot of people that you might think are, like, well off and, living in luxury.
and I'm just like, she's done it. Like, Truth Hurts. Like, that song was everywhere when it came out. Like, I literally remember being in Austin, and every time I turned on the radio, it came on. And I mean,
What is that one?
it's
The
like, I just took a
Live
DNA test.
Oh,
Turns
right.
out I'm 100% that bitch. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, the song was tight. Like,
Mhm.
and then she can make good music. Like, I love some of her songs. She has bangers, but right now they aren't. And it's just like, get back in the studio and
But it
cook.
hasn't been for a while.
No, and it hasn't. And I think it's just a level of evolving. I really do. And I feel like it's hard because it's like, I think most people struggle with this. I mean, I feel like Beyonce, Lady Gaga, Rihanna, they have done a seamless job of like evolving with age and time. But I feel like they're like outliers. Most people struggle with this. And so I think she'll learn, but I've kind of just annoyed.
Doesn't she have? Can't she play the guitar?
Yeah, she can because I think she played it on the "Because I Love You"
I'm like,
album.
she should go a whole different. Like that's what I would do. I would be like, I would go a whole different direction. Maybe put, one of the songs that people are expecting. But yeah, you're not gonna make another Truth Hurts. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
you shouldn't.
You shouldn't. We don't want it.
Well,
Because as much as people like that song, like it did, like some of those songs, like got on my nerves.
It's just her lane. Like her lane is like the pop rap, like cheesy lane. Like, and I feel like that's fine. But it's just that like she has to evolve it to not sound like 2016. I also want to just plug this. Olivia Rodrigo, she's releasing another single on Friday, which I'm so excited about. So it's called The Cure. So I think it's gonna be the last song on the album because Drop Dead, which was her first single, was the first song on the album. And she said that like the song, like the album order goes from like falling in love to like heartbreak to like being done. And so I think The Cure is actually going to be like the last song, and then we'll get the album, which will like fill in the rest. I think I'm so excited.
The album come out again?
June 13th, Aries' birthday. Which will be fun. But yes, I'm so excited. But I just want to say that like it's her new single's coming out.
Okay, yay! I'm excited for that.
Me too. But yeah, let's move on from Lizzo. I'm kind of like,
yes,
she'll figure it out.
I'm like, I really didn't like the DC.
This will flop.
From a DC girl. Yeah, PG girl didn't land well with me. Okay, so the other thing that I just want to get a quick temp check from you. You have heard the people talking about Dr. Cheyenne Bryant and her lack of degrees of her doctorate degree. Swears up and down that she is a doctor, like will not show her paperwork. You can't find her dissertation. She is sticking beside that. So yeah, I just wanted to get your thoughts on that as a doctor.
Let me look as a doctor. Mine. I just want to see if you can find mine. Like my dissertation. Is it like, I mean, I know that you should be able to find it. Yeah, okay, yeah, here we go. Yeah, literally, yeah. Right here.
Where is it?
Wait, no, sorry, that's my CV. I know it's in the University of Texas archives.
Oh, that's your CV. Yeah, and like in certain, online libraries that when you're a student, you should have access to. They should be able to find that.
Yeah, because I uploaded it into here we go. Find your dissertation. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's so fucking funny. So she could not be found. I mean, look, I think
and she is sticking beside it. She's like, and she is claiming that she's like a doctor of psychology, I believe. People are just really upset with her. Oh yeah, it says psychology expert, life coach.
Girl.
And so yeah, a couple of things. I want to get your opinion, but I also want to just say like people have said that pretty privilege is like how she's gotten this far of just like being on every podcast. People are like, she's been sticking with like male podcasts because they're not about to be checking degrees or whatever.
Absolutely.
It's pretty privilege. And then the last thing I'll say was,
I just want to show the people.
Oh.
I have proof. This is my dissertation, okay?
Wow.
Teaching Towards a New World, Portraits of 3 Black Women Teachers. This is my dissertation. I can prove it, okay? I have the
This is how
Texas
Dr.
emblem,
Cheyenne should be.
Right? My diploma is sitting right in front of me, but I can prove it. I don't know what's wrong with the woman.
I mean, they're literally just like, so why won't you show your certification? She's just like, I will not, be made to do that. Like
For what, bitch?
She's like, God, no, she literally says, God, I answer to God, and
okay,
that's
but
all
when people say that, it like very annoying because it's just like, okay, I do too, and I still prove shit. Like, What does answering to God have to do with anything? Prove it,
and
bitch.
it's just like, it's just crazy that I think it's just crazy when people are stand 10 toes down when you get caught in a lie. Like, it's just like, but I guess sometimes it goes too far that you just have to. You can't say, I mean, not for my life choices, but she has been doing this for so long. She probably truly thinks she's a doctor.
She probably does. What the hell is wrong with this woman? So you think she actually might have a mental illness? Like where she actually believes she's a doctor?
People
Maybe she
say
took
she's
the
a grifter. Well, they said like she went to the school, the school closed. But like, I don't know.
Let me say this. Let's start from the top. Like, I think that there should be no hesitation in proving anything. Like, if somebody were to be like, I don't believe it, prove it, I literally wouldn't like be offended, nor would I be weirded out to just show them my dissertation, show them my diploma. I feel like, yeah, let me go ahead and show my cred again. Here we go. Diploma, PhD, right there for the people. But, I feel like that's why I'm like, I know that this is what I bet happened. She took so with a PhD, you have your coursework, and once you have your coursework, you can take your exams. You go from a PhD student to a PhD candidate. At that point, when you're a candidate, it's on you. You just have to do your dissertation and pass the defense. I guarantee you, she probably took some classes, and she's probably passed being a PhD student. She's probably a PhD candidate, and she's like hasn't done anything else since then. And she's like just being like, well, I basically I'm a doctor because I finished all the courses.
Mm-hmm.
And I guarantee you that's what she did. But secondly, I mean, allegedly, but also, I think you're right. Like being pretty, I think gives a lot of people a platform that shouldn't, or being cute, for boys too, like gives people a platform in a way that like other people don't have it, or we would be just overly critical. Like, I feel like, for example, I think Tyla's a good example. Like, Tyla doesn't have a podcast or anything, but Tyla constantly puts her foot in her mouth with shit. Which like she's like going on talking about Rihanna,
Colored Girl
and stuff. And it's like, we would if someone like Lizzo, Lizzo's beautiful, but so that's more so on her body, but like someone who people don't consider conventionally attractive, they would rip them apart, And so I just feel like, yes, like she's able to have the platforms and to speak with the authority because she's very beautiful. And I think a lot of people invite her on our podcast because they're attracted to her, to be honest.
It was funny. She was on Pastor Jamal Bryant. She was on Pastor Jamal Bryant's podcast, and she was telling them like, men need to be disciplined, and like a good way to do that, she said, was to take a bath like with like a guy, like, like
what is wrong
you
with
and your
her?
girl take a bath together and not, have sex. Like, don't be tempted to blah blah blah. And Pastor Jamal Bryant was like, don't do that. Like, he's like, don't listen to her. Like, you're gonna get yourself in them. Yeah, and it's also just like, this is terrible advice. Like, this is terrible advice for so many reasons. But also,
and why is that like why was that like a clinical, like,
it's not. That's the sad part. It's like, this is your expert advice to get people that could put people in a very dangerous situation.
That could put people in like a rape situation. Yes. If a man is just like, well, I want to now.
Right.
Regardless, it's just like, you should not be giving any advice under like the belief of like authority without the proper documentation. No doctor is going to be hesitant, like a medical doctor would be hesitant to show their license. You fucking go to the nail salon and they have their fucking nail tech shit right there. So it's just like, there should be no hesitancy to show it or prove it. It's really nothing. The reason that she doesn't is because she doesn't have the receipts. Like, she really doesn't. Right. I guarantee she has probably proof that she was enrolled in a school under a doctoral program and she did the courses. She probably does not have the receipt of now she is a doctor. And
are you offended because like you are a doctor.
I'm not, because I just feel like that those kind of titles are overrated anyway, but I feel like I'm not offended because I know that she's not
Right.
me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, I literally within 2 seconds
Yeah.
showed you my diploma and my dissertation. Like, it's just like, it's like, I'm not offended because it's laughable. But I feel like, and also because we're just like maybe in different lines of work, but I do think I think it's her beauty. Like, I really do. I think she's able to, like, she's on fucking, what's his name, Cam Newton shit, because he wants to probably
Yeah.
fuck her. Like,
Right.
she's going to other fucking things because they probably want, or they're attracted to her. And probably Jamal Bryant, like, and I mean, I wonder if she's egging it on, because to literally say your thing is to take a bath with someone, like, that to me sounds pick me. Like, I don't know, like,
I
I would
mean, it
never
definitely
be
is. The
like,
talking points that she's on, it's like not. That's why I think, people that have psychology degrees are very offended. It's just like um this is not sound advice and like taking us in the wrong direction.
what's wrong with
Like
this woman? I don't
that's my
know.
thing.
Like,
I'm like, I need somebody to explain to me like
that's a
what is
mental
going on
illness.
with what's going on with her.
That's a mental illness, because I'm just like, to go as far as to like really convince yourself you're a doctor, to sit on fucking TV, podcast, chairs. She was on Tamron Hall, like, saying I
Yes.
am a doctor, knowing damn well your school could really just pull up the receipts and be like, no, she's not. And if she's claiming our university, no,
Her page said doctor. Like it
maybe it's
is
a chosen name,
it's doctor down. Like that
Maybe
is
it's a
crazy.
chosen title. I could see her being like, I believe I'm a doctor. People have like, I could see her saying some shit like that. All I know is
Yeah.
I'm
People
not rocking with it.
say this is like grifter behavior. And it is. It is like she's selling a book, so
Oh
it's
my
just like,
God.
oh my gosh, she is on the Breakfast Club. They're all holding up the book. It's called Live Your Promise.
This woman's a nightmare.
My thing is just like, girl, it's not that
It's not
serious
that
to be,
deep.
yeah, like you can, be a life coach or whatever, but also you probably don't want to be giving people like, you need to be careful what you call, like, I don't know. Black people are just very, I think, sensitive right now in terms of our mental space, and the people that are coming in to give mental health care need to be actual doctors, okay? Like, it's very serious, our mental health. So
She's pressed. She's pressed. And I mean, she needs to take mental health very seriously. You should not be giving any advice under under the title of doctor if you don't have the doctorate. And it should
it
not
is
be
giving pick
triggering.
me.
Yeah, and it
You're
should not
right.
be triggering to show your licenses, because like dentist, literally,
Right.
like, my dentist has it framed on his, like, when I come into the
Yes.
dentist, like, that's a very
It's
normal
our right
practice.
to
Yeah.
know.
It's just
Like,
a very normal thing. It's not like a thing where someone's like, you're proving yourself to your
yes.
client. Like, no, it's just
Right.
like, you should display it.
Right.
I'm done with her. Which picked me. I'm
It
sure.
is so pick me because I'm
Yeah.
like, you just want Dr. Jamal Bryant to think about you in
You
the
in the bath.
bath,
Exactly. And be like, well, I
trying
want
to
to.
control
Exactly.
himself. Like, it's like,
Exactly.
girl, come on
Like,
now.
he's a fucking pervert. And so is she, bitch. I'm so fucking done with it. Like, I hate when people act like this.
Alexis.
Like, we can, like, I have never been a pick me, and I just pray to God I don't have a pick me daughter. Please don't give me
She
that,
don't want to pick me, daughter. That's
because
so sad.
that's so sad. Where it's like you're just like deaf. You just want to be
You just want
chosen.
to,
Yeah,
you just want them to think about
they
you
want you
in
to
that
want
way.
you and desire you, and it's like, you like real like desirability is like, you don't have to force it. Like, you just
Yeah, no,
and I
it's definitely sad. Like, it's just, I'm like, what happened to this girl? Like, something
right.
happened to her.
Like, what? And also, it's just terrible advice to take a bath with another person
Right, a
just to see if they
man.
can control themselves. I would
Right.
never put myself in that situation with a man in any day.
Never.
Any day. And a woman. I'm not doing that. Like, that's insane.
Right. That's like stupid. It's just like, that's not the way we need to be testing ourselves and You know, I don't know. It's just like,
Oh, this woman is
again, just
nuts.
like sexual health, like just do not listen to this lady. And a broken clock
Oh,
can be right twice a
Jesus.
day. That's another thing. Cause like I've heard, her takes on something. And I'm like, oh,
I
okay.
liked her
Like,
shit with Cam Newton. Like, she was pushing back, which I appreciated.
right. That's what it was.
But I'm also like, do people not check people's credentials? Like, I would also be embarrassed as the person platforming them. And if I'm like, oh, I actually never checked if she was a doctor. Like, that's kind of weird to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
it is weird. I mean, we definitely need to be doing our checks and balances and have a standard. Like, even this is random, but I don't know if you saw that they like deleted a Essence article about like the Kevin Hart roast.
why?
Because I think it was kind of praising it or like, saying good things about it when,
That's hilarious.
people are really angry about it. And so they took it down, and people are like, well, I just saw a post today just like, we need more, like, what happened with this post? Was it wrong? Like, was this person like, just don't just take it down and act like people didn't see it. It's just like, you owe that, I feel like, to your audience members of just like an explanation.
I agree. I wanted to talk a little bit about the SWAT watches though.
Oh yes.
Let's
get into that.
Mm-hmm.
You keep on calling them SWAT watches.
Oh, Swatch, I'm sorry.
But they're the Audemars Piguet is the brand, right? Audemars Piguet and Swatch. So like Audemars Piguet, like the watches that Jay-Z and all these rappers talk about, and they did a collab with Swatch to make it
but literally a pocket watch. Like, we're not talking like a watch that goes around your wrist. Like, we're talking wrist. We're talking like basically a fucking stopwatch.
Right.
And so like literally as if you're like running track laps.
Ew, I'm looking at it. It's not cute.
And so literally they were showing like the mall in Atlanta where like people were camping 5 days in advance to get in line. Literally hundreds of people for this fucking stopwatch, to the point where like the workers at the store were like, relax, y'all, like chill out.
God.
And they were $500, but then literally some people were buying it just to resell it. Like, literally there's a video of someone who literally walked out of the mall with it and then sold it for $2,000 to somebody. Like, it's just like waiting on the street. It's just ridiculous. But this was my thing. Like, when I tell you, like, there was hundreds of people waiting in line for these stopwatches, and I just know that like half of these people don't vote. Like, I'm telling you, like, they're not at the polls like this. And it's just like the priorities are so fucked up, because I'm like, there are people, I mean, literally when they opened the mall, like people running to the store. And I'm like, y'all are not that eager to vote. And I'm just like, shame on y'all. I'm sorry.
I know.
Shame
and
on y'all.
It's so, I don't know what's the word. Is it ironic? But it's, it's Malcolm X's birthday. And I feel like a lot of Black men try to use, this is like just coming to me now, but try to use like Malcolm X, how he was like against the system, to be like, I'm not voting or whatever. It's just like
abusing it.
Yes, it's just like, do you understand? Like, this man gave his life.
He's dead. He did more than just sit at home. He's dead.
Oh my God, he did more than you would ever do in your life. Like, he cared about the Black community, and I'm sure Malcolm X, if he was alive today, would be telling you to vote, because it's just obvious, like, that's the least we can do, and people are, let me just stop right there.
I just think it's careless. Like, at the end of the day, like, you're taking these like,
and you want
radical
women to follow you.
You're taking these like you're taking these like radical beliefs, some might say, and like, but like, you're not like putting it into context. Again, this was somebody whose life was like on the lines. His life was you know, like for a cause. Like he had no real 9 to 5. Like this was the 9 to 5.
Yes.
And I just feel like these are the majority of black men that are saying this are working as, you know, working as government workers and don't go to any marches. But then when it's time to vote, they're just like, well, I don't believe in voting. Like you're it's just out of context, right?
Yes.
And so I just feel like
it's an excuse.
It's an excuse. And I'm just like, again, I will never be with anyone who doesn't vote. Like that, I don't
And my
care
thing is,
how
like-
much I don't believe in the system. If you do not vote, it is unattractive to me and it's harmful to me, and I will not date you.
Yes. And I feel like my thing is just like,
And maybe you don't want me.
especially as Black women, like I just hate that Black men, I feel like sometimes make themselves like, you know, the biggest victim of white supremacy and slavery, and just like, you don't understand, like, to be a man and to not have your agency and just shit like that. And it's just like, Black women, like the fact that we even have to hear like that type of rhetoric,
I couldn't be around somebody like that.
Girl, birth people.
I couldn't.
Girl, but it's serious. They're just like, no, like when I go outside, like you don't have to be scared the way that I do.
Who said
and
that?
Stuff like that.
Who said that? Like Black men think that?
Yes, they're just like, just being me is, and it's just like,
so
yes, that is true.
Talk to Sandra Bland.
Exactly. It's just like,
that's not like that's real, but it's also real for Black women. Like I feel like to say that it's not.
It's not an equal thing. It's like Black women have that and probably way more that we deal with. Because
you also
could
get just sexually harassed as well.
Yes,
I could also get shot, but I also could get like completely sexually harassed. You, on the other hand, just would get shot.
I mean,
I'm not
the
saying
maternal
just,
birth, like like the Black maternal death, like that is a real thing. Like but Black women don't make that across the bear. Like, I'm not voting because this country isn't caring
Black
about us.
Women are.
It's just like, even if people have that, like, even if people have that, like, disdain, because yes, I have definitely felt like, the system and just participating in the system is just, fucked up, like, on all ends. Like, it's just like, we've been here for how many years, and we know how we have been actively suppressed and like, like whatever. But I just feel like, yeah, there's just something within women that are just like, I think it's a humbleness of just like, I don't know. But I just think that Black men, like, just like Deontay Kyle said, it's just like they care more about these watches, but for what? Like, I'm really starting to get.
You're going to a track meet soon? You're going to be like timing the heat?
Right.
Like, that makes no fucking sense when you need to stop
like, all of a sudden somebody gonna rob it, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
but
it's
what's
just like,
the point to never use it? Like, it's like you're not. No
Can
one
you even
uses
tell time, nigga?
stopwatch.
Like, I'm like, that's
no
the point
one
I'm at right
uses stopwatches.
You're
like,
right.
unless you're a coach. Like, it's just like, so it's just like, I want to know what an average person is doing with a stopwatch. That's $500.
It just makes me feel like
it's dumb.
It just makes me feel really.
I just hate these people.
For
they're my nightmare blunt rotation. Anyone in that line, literally.
I'm just like, I just. And these are the same men that will talk to you about like they should be the leaders in the family, and
right? While
just
you're
like
running
you're
into
using
Swatch.
that $400, you could be doing anything else with that. Like,
you're using that money to buy a stopwatch while I'm sitting at home having to cook. Like, that's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
It's just crazy. Yeah, like,
I'm done with these fucking people, y'all.
I can't. And then on the other side, I don't know if you heard about, like, apparently like DDG was like, all mad because like, why would y'all sell these for $400? Like, these are losing, making my watches lose value, and like, because they put out a one for the average, not even average, just, lower price point.
Right, lower price point. Because I would never buy a $400 watch. The way that looks, it's like different colors.
Right. I mean, this is
that
they
silver.
are playing in y'all's face.
They literally are. It's not like I'm buying a ring.
They are
that's
playing
gold.
it in your face. Like
I paid $200 for my mellow ring.
Have your priorities right. I mean, right. Have your priorities right. Like, you know, I just feel like people, and this is kind of too what Deontay Kyle was talking about. Like, you know, niggas that are just rich, like you're not even wealthy, you know, but you have spent 80,000, like your life savings on a fucking watch, and now you're mad at us because they made an affordable one, or you know, whatever. It's just like
I'm just over this shit.
I just don't know who to blame. I'm like I don't know who to blame. I'm like, I'm sick of the priorities just being so stupid.
We're just not in good hands, and so we're not giving y'all the keys, and we're actually taking your black card.
Y'all are like, I deserve chains because I used to be a king in Africa. It's just like, people can't eat. Like, what is wrong with you?
Y'all don't have the keys. Y'all are possibly uninvited to the cookout. We need you to come back to the cookout with proof of voting. But other than that, we're done with y'all. I actually want to, like, I don't even
Alexis, so many more men. I mean, there's a lot. Obviously, we know we're not talking to you if you voted.
If you're triggered, then that's your personal thing. I mean, I'm out. Like,
yeah, because
that's projection.
I just can't. Like, it's coming to a point where we cannot. Like, there is no coddling. Like, you are a detriment right now. Like,
I mean, you're running into the mall for a red stopwatch. Don't fucking.
That's where your priorities are right now, sweetheart.
Oh Jesus.
You are operating from a very childish mindset. That is not a man, okay? No.
What was I gonna say? There was something.
And you're not a man, even if you are, you know, have some money like GG and buying something that Jay-Z told you to buy. Like, I wish you would. Like, I'm so done. I'm so done with these niggas. Like,
there was one other thing I feel like we wanted to tackle.
That was everything on my list.
Really? Yeah. I wanted to. There was one thing.
Tell me.
Oh, we didn't touch on this because it didn't happen, but I think we should just briefly talk about Drake. He did put out 3 albums: Maid of Honor, Habibi, and Iceman. And I don't know, is it the right word? It was like, this is like proof that like Kendrick psychologically like damaged him, because she was like, nobody who's
so funny,
because she was like, no one who's confident or secure releases 3 albums, and I was like, that's really real. Like, if you're confident and secure, like, you're not like just throwing out a bunch of shit to like see what sticks,
exactly,
you know?
Exactly.
But he did. I mean, I liked Shebang. I like Shebang. Okay. I like.
Did you have like a listening session?
Not a full like proper session, but just kind of like Drake playlist and just like, listen to what came on. But there was another one that I really liked. Hold on, let me find it. But I mean, it's like, you know, there's a couple bangers, but I was just like, I just miss like. I just miss him. Like, it's just like there was a time where like any song he came out with was a banger. Like, and
it's like there's a lot of skips.
Right. And I just don't understand this. Like, because he's capable of it. And honestly, I actually think he would have benefited from staying gone for another 2 years and really just figuring, like, getting all the hits from these albums and putting it into one. Right. You know, like, but to drop 3 and like,
that's too much. I feel like that's where people like, I think you're right. Like, I think that's a strategy of like flood the zone with all these songs and like, but I think that's some bitch nigga shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that it's not there, you know, I'm sure they justify it to be like, you know, we've been giving them a lot of music, and then like, trying to be generous, but also they're probably looking at like the streaming numbers and like,
Oh,
from
absolutely.
that point of view. And it's just like, they don't want, I feel like he didn't want to put out an album and it like didn't do that great.
Oh, that's exactly
You
what it is. Like
know?
he wanted to see what stuck. So he was gonna like throw 3 albums, and he's like, "There's bound to be a hit on one of these," you know. And I just feel like that is an action of an insecure person. Like you need to come with a body of work that you
Yeah.
actually believe can just stand on its own. Like there's
Right.
no world where we need 3 albums. I feel like he would have had great direction to be like, let's relook at all 3 and get the best songs from all of them and put them on one.
Yeah,
But
that would have been the
like
thing to do.
you
Make a
don't come
classic
right.
album. Like, you
But
know
I
what I'm
think he
saying?
thought like I'm gonna gag, like I'm gonna say I'm dropping, but I'm actually dropping 3. It's gonna break the internet.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're not Beyonce, bitch.
Yeah,
Like
you're not
you're not gonna break the
really
internet.
nobody wants to listen to.
There's nothing he could do to break the internet other than like get in another rap beef. Like, like that would be funny.
Right.
But like
Yeah, there's nothing.
talent wise, there's really nothing.
Or
And
have like a
so
collab with somebody. Like, I mean, you already did
right.
Rihanna.
Yeah, that's what I
So.
said. You and Rihanna would come if him and Rihanna had a song together, that would break the internet. Because
Yes.
there's so much
Both.
history.
Right. And Rihanna hasn't put out music.
Right. But I'm just like, I don't know. I just feel bad for the man because I'm like, this is you're going outside. Like you already went outside with Kendrick, but I also feel like there's redemption in rap beefs and he didn't have
My thing is like, I don't feel bad for him for a few reasons, but also him not speaking up against like the White House using
yeah, Iceman.
yes,
Yeah.
Iceman, and using the song and having like a video of them, arresting people and stuff. Like that is so lame.
It is lame.
And I'm just like, like just try people. These niggas aren't righteous. Like Malcolm X. If anybody else is rather than immigrant, I know Malcolm X is like,
yeah. He's like, I left too soon.
Yes. Yes. Because these people got it so backwards. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And not saying, whatever. I can't.
I can't either.
We need a matriarchal revolution.
We will. And like, I think that she's just a cornball. Like, that's just kind of how it is. It's like he's in the category with Nick Cannon, Bow Wow, Drake. Who else is a cornball?
And this is like, yes, like, like one thing we like is music. So it's just like, if the song can get me moving, like they did play
Drake.
They played a song at the when we were out.
Mm-hmm.
We were on the dance floor, and when James was like, yeah, like this one in the song, we were definitely.
This is the thing, Drake hits in the summertime. Like he's somebody who like can release a song when it's warm and usually nail it. And so like I feel like it's just just sad for Aubrey. But like I do like that. I always say this, it's like regardless, he is an icon. Like, regardless, he has written his name into legend, even if this is the ending of Drake, because he owned the 2010s.
Somebody was like, he is an actor, and his biggest role has been Drake.
He is.
I
mean, I literally was thinking about that, like when, like right after, like I forget what something that, like after I think the Grammys, and not the Grammys, I'm sorry, the Super Bowl performance with Kendrick, like Drake came out in his Australia concert with like the bulletproof vest. Yeah, it's like he is an actor. Okay, the man can put on a performance, like
he's all walking out sad,
walked in all like aura farming, sad. Like it's like the man can act. It's just that like so I'll give him that. Like he'll put on a performance, but he has to step it up. He has to. Yeah. And he can. Like that is the thing. He can.
Yeah. I feel like niggas is being lazy.
Yeah, he is.
But and just take your time. Like there's
what most
no
people
rush. I mean, we're rushing Beyonce, but we want her to.
Yeah, but we know the album's made. But yeah, I agree. Like I feel like they need to take a book out of the Beyonce, the Lady Gaga. Like they usually take a couple years, before like the next project, and I think that she will get.
But I do forget that these people, like some of these people, are still in deals. Oh yeah, that's why they said that is another reason why. Somebody
Lizzo's
said
out here painting her own mural.
No, and then Drake was trying to get out of his
so he's like, here I am. Let me get rid. Like, actually, that's smart. That's actually smart. Right. If that's how he does it, it's like, I'm out now.
If
I
that's
give you
the
3
reason,
albums,
then fine.
I look, he respect it.
Yeah, right. So hopefully
that's interesting. But yeah, let's wrap it up.
I feel weird about Drake.
Eat. I'm hungry.
Yeah, so let's wrap it up right here. Thank you guys so much for listening. We are going to be back next week. Make sure you guys subscribe. Send it to your friend. Make sure they're subscribed. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
And yeah, we'll be back next week. See ya. Bye. Thank you so much for listening. Remember to email us your discussion topics at whoamitojudgepod@gmail.com. Also, remember to subscribe to Who Am I to Judge podcast on Spotify and everywhere you get your podcast. If you love us, please rate us and review. And if you don't, leave us alone. Tell a friend to tell a friend. See y'all next week. Bye, friends.